Sarah, can I have a rose too? If you want a rose, you can walk all the way back several kilometers to the bush path to get yours. Zuri's countenance fell. Zara went about happily, while Zuri sat under the tree shade at the corner, wallowing in anger and thinking of how she could get a similar rose. Once upon a time, in the serene African village of Achala, there lived a resilient fish seller called Uka. Uka was married to a popular hardworking bicycle mechanic named Amadi. Uka and Amadi were known throughout Achala village as the epitome of hard work. Despite being very successful, this couple had a deep secret that gave them sleepless nights. Uka was unable to bear a female child. She was already blessed with 2 boys, and unlike most African couples that were obsessed with male children, Amadi and Uka were praying fervently for God to bless them with a daughter. As Uka took in the 3rd time, she prayed, "Father, please bless me with a baby girl that I can call my own. A girl that would directly take care of me in my old age. My family sincerely longs to have a female child. As God would have it, Uka was once again blessed with a 3rd and a 4th male child. Uka became so worried that people referred to her as a sad fish seller. One hot afternoon, Uka went to visit her friend Nkechi, who was also a fish seller. "Uka, why is your face looking like soured soup?" Nkechi inquired. "Nkechi, I don't have much time on my side. My clock is ticking fast, and I am yet to have a daughter. Who will care for me when I get old? Look around most families with male children. The male children grow up, get married, and face their families, forgetting that they have old parents at home to care for. Is that why your face is like this?" "Don't worry, my friend," Nkechi replied. "If you follow the steps I'm about to teach you, I assure you, you will definitely have a female child." Nkechi went on to lecture her friend Ukamaka. Uka followed her friend's advice diligently, and the next year she took in. She did not miss a day of prayer for her unborn child. And to the surprise of all, on the day of delivery, Uka was delivered of bouncing baby twin girls. The news was the talk of the entire village. All her friends and well-wishers flocked her home to present gifts to the babies. And her friend, Nkechi, was definitely not left out. "Thank you so much, Nkechi. Your advice worked," Uka said with a smile full of gratitude. Uka named her twin girls Chizaram and Chizrum, meaning "God answered me and he is enough for me." Zara and Zuri were given princess treatment by their parents. Their mother Uka was very intentional about their appearance. She made sure they wore the same outfits from head down to their toes. Even their hairstyles were always the same. This made it quite difficult for the villagers to tell the twins apart. As things progressed, their father Amadi spent so much on the girls, much more than he had ever spent on the 4 boys. Uka was the chief orchestrator of the spending. There was hardly a week she wouldn't shop for new outfits for the girls. She would buy every matching outfit she could lay her hands on. Sooner, Amadi became quite worried. He understood how much they wanted baby girls. However, he was not pleased with the way the twins were over-pampered. More worrisome was the fact that they were treated like clones. Moreover, it was beginning to cost them a fortune. One evening, Amadi summoned his wife Uka to discuss the issue. "I know that Zara and Zuri are twins, but I think we are overdoing things. Are we not causing them more harm than good by making them an inseparable pair? Haven't you noticed how they are so dependent on each other, to the extent that each time one of them falls sick, the other will surely follow suit? The long sermon was music to Uka's ears. How will people know that they are twins if we don't dress them alike? Are we the first parents blessed with twins? These girls were sent to us as a pair, and it's our duty to maintain their bond. As Zara and Zuri grew up, Uka noticed that although they were twins, they have very different personalities. Zara was very intelligent, independent, and outgoing, while Zuri was more dependent, quiet, and less intelligent. Uka grew fond of Zuri because of her quiet and calm nature. One hot afternoon, the twins returned home excitedly with their report sheets. Zara scored quite higher than Zuri. The girls happily presented their sheets to their mother Uka, who carefully examined it and turned around to scold Zuri. Why would you go all the way back with a low score? Can't you see your twin Zara is already ahead of you in everything? Uka's words pierced Zuri. Zuri became sad and unable to get rid of her mother's scold. Zara was always there to comfort her twin Zuri. From then onwards, the comparison was endless. Uka had unconsciously set Zuri up in constant competition against her sister Zara, making her feel inferior and less important. From that day henceforth, Zuri saw her sister Zara as her only competition that she needed to dethrone to get her mother's ultimate approval. This caused a strain in their relationship. The twins fought constantly over tribal issues. Zara and Zuri grew up to become beautiful young girls. Zara maintained her vibrant, independent nature, while Zuri remained quiet, over-dependent, and competitive. She got angry each time Zara tried to dress differently from her or get anything that she didn't have. Their relationship remained complex until one day something strange happened. There was so much excitement and jubilation in the entire village as the king announced the date for the New Yam festival. The celebration was nothing compared to those of the past years, because this time around, the king declared a massive homecoming for all the citizens of Achala who lived far and wide. This announcement meant that citizens of Achala would return in drones to their hometown. The village square will be full of activities. The bars and joints will be filled to the brim, and the entire Achala village would make merry. This announcement erupted a special celebration and anticipation among the villagers. Families that hadn't seen their loved ones in years would have the opportunity to host them. This good news meant one thing for the maidens of the land. They would have the opportunity to meet nice eligible suitors that would marry them. As the air became tense with preparations, all the clothing stores were filled with vibrant, beautiful wares. Young maidens spent all their life savings on beautiful dresses, and the cloth vendors were smiling home with their bags full of money. No young damsel in the village of Achala wanted to be left out. As the day of the festival drew nearer, people began to trickle into Achala, little by little. One evening, Uka called her twin girls to discuss preparations for the homecoming. Zara, Zuri, I know you both have quite excited about the homecoming, but I'm more excited than you both. My sons, your elder brothers, have confirmed that they'll be returning for the celebration. Hey, some money. You must ensure that the house is properly stocked with foodstuffs. because we are expecting a full house, and you both know how much your brothers eat. But most importantly, here is some money for you to get yourselves beautiful outfits for the D-Day. Make sure your outfits are beautiful. You can never tell the people you will meet at the festival. The twins were overjoyed. They thanked their mother and returned to their room to continue their discussions. Zara and Zuri were so excited that they couldn't wait for the day to break. The next morning, at the sound of the first cuckoo, they hurriedly prepared for the market. When they got to the popular dress shop at the market, other young ladies crowded the store already. They started to scout around for their desired outfits. Zara, being more fashionable, already had her dream dress in mind, while Zuri just tagged along, searching aimlessly. Immediately Zara found her perfect dream dress. Her face beamed with joy as she announced that her search was over. Zuri, who was aimlessly searching the shop, immediately saw Zara's dress and rushed to snatch it from her. I like this dress too. This is exactly what I've been looking for too. Zara felt so bad. Zuri, please, can you find something else? I beg you. We can wear the same outfit for this special occasion. Let me dress the way I want. Just this once. We are already so identical that people find it difficult to tell us apart. Putting on the same dress for this special occasion isn't a good idea at all. It will only make things worse. Despite Zara's solemn plea, Zuri insisted on copying her sister's choice. I'll report you to Mama if you don't allow me to get the same outfit, Zuri threatened. Zara, understanding the implication of Zuri's threat, tearfully succumbed and let her sister buy exactly the same dress. As the golden sun set on the beautiful day of the festival, the atmosphere of Achala land was colored in celebration. Maidens trooped out in high spirits to the village square, each person dressed in unique, vibrant attire. The village square was filled with music and laughter as young men and women interacted with each other. Zara, longing to be different, already had a plan in mind. She had plucked a red rose on the bush paths along the way. She hid the red rose in her bag until they got to the festival ground. Zara pulled out her red rose and carefully stuck it into the side of her hair, making her appearance look quite unique. Zuri, seeing her sister Zara was looking different from her, became full of rage. Zara, can I have a rose too? If you want a rose, you can walk all the way back several kilometers to the bush path to get yours. Zuri's countenance fell. Zara went about happily, while Zuri sat under the tree shade at the corner, wallowing in anger and thinking of how she could get a similar rose. Time passed so fast. Zara had a fun-filled day, dancing and interacting with people. And as the evening approached, she felt a strong masculine hand tap her shoulder from behind. Hi, beautiful. My name is Ekene. I have been watching you from a distance, and I love the way you dance. Zara blushed back as Ekene introduced himself to her, and they got talking till the sun set and the festival ended. When the twins got back home that evening, Zara's face was beaming with happiness, while Zuri kept a strong face. 2 days later, Ekene visited the home of Zara. He was warmly welcomed by their parents, and he was asked who he came to visit. However, Ekene forgot to get Zara's name on the day of the festival, So he went ahead to describe Zara. Young man, you just described my twins. I have two beautiful daughters that are identical twins, and you just described them, Amadi said. Ekene was both shocked and surprised. I never knew the girl I met, dancing happily on the day of the festival, was an identical twin. Let me go in and bring the girls, Uka said.